Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children and ladies, welcome to Tatami Talk. My name is Juan. This is my Chikumi partner, Anthony. Here's a judo podcast for judo players by two judo players. So, Anthony, how you doing?
Doing good. Have my cap on. I think all the salons here are still closed, and barber shops, so I can't cut my hair. But I think I'm going to try growing my hair long for once.
You said do it. That's my roommate, Matt, did that. Like, he before was like, hey, Juan, will you shave my head for me this weekend? I was like, yeah, I'll shave your head for you. But he never asked, hey, let's do it. So he's just been growing it the entire quarantine time.
Well, I was thinking by the time we get back to judo, I'm going to have my hair short again. So we might as well just try growing my hair long again. I haven't had it long since middle school. So it'll be quite interesting.
Well, his plan is to grow it out long, and then he said he's going to donate it. So let's see if he actually does.
Well,
You're not going to donate your hair?
Does he have straight hair?
Yeah, it's pretty straight. He's Chinese, just like you. Oh, yeah. I can tell you. Happy New Year's, brother. Happy New Year's.
Oh, thank you. Happy New Year to you, too. You actually know how to say it. Wow.
Yeah. Of course I know how to say it. You take me for a fool here?
Yeah, my hair is really straight, but I think I know some people. There's a lot of Chinese people I know that grow their hair long that have curly hair. It's not straight. Okay. So
get a little wavy-ish.
Yeah, it's a little wavy. So anyway.
So talking about hair, let's talk about some judo news. Okay. So everybody knows that the Olympics is going to come up this summer. Right now they're scheduled to still be in Tokyo. They're still going to be in Japan. It's going to happen this year. It's going to be the start is going to be July 23rd. They're going to start. So that's Friday.
Yeah. There was rumors going around that the Olympics was not going to be held. And then I heard news that it's going to be held. It's all like, I'm hearing rumors from both sides, and then the Olympic Committee came out and said, no, it's going to be held for sure.
Yeah, we're doing it no matter what. I don't care if it's a small Olympics or what. We're doing it.
They're going to lose a lot of money.
It's going to suck for Japan. They're going to lose money. I don't know if they're going to allow people to come in to watch the Olympics. It's going to suck, man.
Did you hear the head of the Olympic Committee just resigned over something he said?
Did you hear what he said to resign?
I did hear what he said. What did you hear he said?
I don't want to get in trouble or nothing.
It's
he
just
said
news.
a very chauvinist Japanese way of thinking. Not all Japanese. It's just a chauvinist old man way of thinking that women are boring while talking. Women's speeches are boring.
He said what I heard was basically he said he hates sitting in meetings with women because they talk too much.
Yeah,
that's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a 70, 80-year-old man or something. I don't know why he's the head of the committee anyways.
Well, that's just how Japanese society works, right?
Yeah, well, he's also the former prime minister back in the day also, so that's why he got the job. But yeah, so they're still going to have the Olympics. Japan already has their full roster made out already. A lot of countries are still figuring out who they're going to put in there, and a lot of people are still fighting for points. So it's still up for grabs at certain places, but Japan stuff, they're locked. They already know who their team is, so... Yep. That's been great to watch. But the one thing I wanted to bring up was, I want to ask you, if they allow people to go to Japan, are you going to go? Are you going to try?
It depends if I get the vaccine or not.
You should.
If I get
here in America, they said, in America, they said that we should all be able to get the vaccine by April. So
yeah, if I get the vaccine, I'll definitely go. Yeah. I'll try to make it work. Yeah.
That would be one of our road channels. It's you documenting yourself in Japan. Hey, here I am at the championships. We're here at the Olympics. Woo!
We did. Richard and I did say that we're gonna try and vlog it the next time we go training there. So
you guys should.
He wanted to vlog it, but he didn't know. The first time we were there, he wanted to vlog it, but he said he didn't know how comfortable I was with him going around recording us, like doing everything. I'm like, well, I don't care. Like personally, I tried to do that once.
This comes from the same guy that didn't tell me he had a dash cam in his car till like halfway to Vegas already. We're all talking about dumb shit. He's like, hey, Juan, I got this dash cam right here. Oh shit.
I never check it.
He got me. He got me.
No,
I know dumb stuff I say.
I don't mind, but when I went, the first few times I went to Japan, I tried to record it for myself, like just like vlog it, because I think videos are better than pictures. I just forget because I get so caught up with how beautiful this temple is or shrine, and then I was just like, oh crap, I forgot to take a video of it. And then other times I'd be so obsessed with taking pictures and videos that I forget to enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Like I'm just looking at it through the screen the whole time. So
yeah.
So if someone else does it, I'll be fine.
Well, that's how I am when I go places. I'm taking pictures of everything. I'm that selfie guy that's taking selfies everywhere of himself. That's how I am when I go on trips. I always have my camera out trying to get the right angle. Like,
that's why you manage the Instagram for the dojo, huh?
The only reason I did is because no one else was doing it. No one else wanted to do the Facebook or Instagram or any of the stuff. And I was like, you want to know what? I'll do it. You know, people don't follow the website like they used to. People all care about Instagram and Facebook now. So I'll do it.
I'm really bad at that stuff. Even though I'm like a younger generation, I'm really bad. Did I ever tell you, this is kind of a sidetrack, but I went to France when I was a kid with my parents, but we lost all the pictures because me being a kid, I was an idiot and I was trying to figure out how the camera works, and I popped open this is before we had digital cameras, open the film thing, and it overexposed all the film, so we lost everything. So
I got something that's way better than that. I had a 500 gig hard drive, external hard drive. Now, this is old. Like I had it since I was in college and stuff. Tons of pictures, tons of movies, tons of things on there. My computer somehow automatically one day decided to reformat it, and I lost everything.
That's why you back up everything.
Music, pictures, movies, all these things, all these old projects I did back in college, all these old movies I made back in college, all lost. And I'm just like, what do I do? And I go everywhere asking, like, can you guys fix it? Can you guys like try to get the stuff back? And like, we could, but it's gonna cost you this much.
Yeah, it's gonna cost a lot of money. Yeah,
we don't know what you won't get back. I'm like, what if they get back all the songs by getting other pictures? What I wanted really was the pictures and videos. Yeah. Like songs, I'll just re-download again, and most of them are saved somewhere else. But it's the pictures and videos that I lost that I was mad about.
I've done it once where I did it myself and recovered the files that I accidentally formatted. It was a pain in the ass. I understand why it cost that much, and I didn't get everything back. I only got some of my music back. So. Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about, going on that one about talking about stuff that we have like that. I guess it's kind of cool to announce right now that if our fans out there want to know, we actually started an Instagram account. So you can follow us on YouTube like always. You can follow us on any of the other accounts that we have to download us on the podcast sites. But now if you want to keep up to date with what we put stuff up, you go to Instagram now. And I hope to put more videos on there, more pictures of us doing things, like maybe doing some Chikomi this weekend, perhaps. But I'm going to try to get that going and do some more things on there. It'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, you were talking about making more technique videos. So maybe we'll do that, even though everyone's making technique videos now. And I'm sure people would prefer to learn from like Travis Stevens and Neil Adams than Juan Rodriguez. But I think it's important to see how
stuff that Travis Stevens shows. This is the thing about Travis Stevens. He's showing great technique if you're a high-ranking brown belt or black belt and understand what he's showing.
Exactly. That's what I was
showing pretty advanced stuff. If you're a little white belt just learning things, I plug my Instagram now. You go on my Instagram, I put one video a week about what you could do with a rubber band, with Chikomi bands, or just belts. And I even put some videos of what you can do with a wall. And some old school stuff that people don't do anymore is using a duffel bag. And those are really deep down there. I might re-upload or make some new versions of that. But that's where people are beginners or work out on their own.
I heard you say use your wife. What?
Yeah, I put her in the duffel bag. And like, no, mate, But if you talk about that also, I actually do a little side project with my catch wrestling coach at Catch Wrestling Alliance. And what he's doing is that he's putting up a lot of catch wrestling videos on his own YouTube account, Catch Wrestling Alliance on YouTube. You can also follow him on Instagram. But he has this like tiered paid system where you can buy videos on demonstration of techniques and how to do things. And it's him and another one of his guys doing it. And I was talking to him before about how I wanted to show these no-gi judo videos. You know, everybody talks about no-gi judo, but there's not a lot of no-gi judo out there.
There's definitely, there's a huge market for it right now. It's good.
Yeah. So
good chance to grasp it.
This past weekend, we made we did 4 throws. I demonstrated how to do uchimata 4 different ways without a gi, taitoshi 4 ways without a gi, ogoshi 4 ways without a gi, and then haraigoshi 4 ways without a gi. And those he's going to put on his paid tier system. So you can either, I don't know if he's doing them by throws or each individual way I show it, you pay for it. I'm not sure how he does it. But there's going to be the thing up there for people that want to learn how to do no-gi throws. And I teach them 4 ways. I teach how to do collar and elbow tie up, how to do it with the wrist grab, how to do it with a bicep grab, and then the way I like to do it, one overhook, one underhook, and how to do it from those 4 different ways. And we also did a little side thing because I don't know if you noticed watching MMA lately. So growing up, Joe Rogan was the man. Joe Rogan was always the guy that did all the commentary for everything, and everyone used the Joe Roganisms. You know, Joe Rogan would say something, everyone starts saying it. And because he was a 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu guy, he would use all the 10th Planet terms, and everyone used it. One of my main things was that when I learned what's called mission control now, it was just rubber guard. You just put a guy in rubber guard. But then when he started calling it mission control, everyone started calling it mission control. So now that Joe's gone, he only does big pay-per-views now. It's Daniel Cormier that's kind of stepped in that position. He does the majority of the shows. And because he comes from a wrestling background, he's calling everything wrestling names, you know? And one of the things is that he always talks about is a wizard throw. It's like, oh, he's going for that wizard throw right there. He's going for wizard throw. And the thing with wizard throws is that I like wizard throws if you know how to do it. Not wizard, it's wizard. I know I sound like saying wizard sometimes because they're magical. But the thing is that if you do a wizard throw on somebody and you don't put the leg out, like if you know how to do Taitoshi, or if you don't put your hip really into it, like you're going to do ukigoshi or ogoshi or uchimata, you see a lot of people go for these wizard throws.
Now you're saying a wizard.
Now I'm saying directly now, do these wizard throws. And people they block off, they come with the hip, they put their arm down to block the throw. You know how I always say I don't like doing throws from the wrist position because I feel it's easy to escape that position. That's the one time, that's the one setup I always say, grab the wrist, okay? You get the wizard, grab the wrist. If you know do Taitoshi from there, it's really easy. You can do ukigoshi from there. Not hanagoshi. You could do hanagoshi, but you can definitely do ushimata and ogoshi. And we actually do that as a free demonstration on his channel. And I don't know what's going to go up. It could be up by the time we put this thing out, but it'll be up soon. And you want to learn some throws with no gi, I'm going to explain them. They're not super in depth. If you're a judo player and you know this stuff, it's going to click to you very easily, and it becomes big and people like it. I might go in depth more and make more videos. So please look out for that. And, let me know if you guys like it or not. And that's at Catch Wrestling Alliance on their YouTube channel.
Yeah, we had Raul on a while ago. So go listen to that episode if you're interested. But
Catch Wrestling is great. I love Catch Wrestling,
There has been huge uptick of interest in no-gi judo takedowns because I've gotten a few messages about it on Instagram, and I've also seen a lot of people from the BJJ subreddit asking about it on judo subreddit. Like, how do I do this in no-gi? Would judo work with no-gi? Like, how is this different? How is Kazushi different? And you see a lot more of those discussions. And partially, I think it has to do with John Danaher releasing that throwing system video. He released a judo video basically, and you know how a few years ago leg locks were the whole craze, right? But now everyone knows how to counter leg locks. But I think people are starting to see more values of takedowns in BJJ. So I think more and more people are interested in learning takedowns for BJJ now. So hopefully someone in the federations in the U.S. would take this as an opportunity to grow judo, but I won't hold my breath.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm trying here, okay? I'm trying to catch wrestling at least. There's some people, they want to be, if they're interested in doing it. The thing with John Danaher is that he's great at telling his techniques. The only thing is that he's not a judo guy. I know he's trained with judo people.
Have you watched his videos?
Yeah, I watched his videos.
I might actually go buy one just so I can do a review of it again.
His stuff is so calm. He's always so just calm talking through everything.
I think if I buy it and I don't like it, I'll just play it during bedtime to fall asleep to because he has such a calming voice. I love judo. I fall asleep thinking about judo, so it's perfect. Someone in a calming voice talking judo about to me. So
there's one time an interview he did with somebody and he was talking about judo, and he knew what he was talking about because he was talking about the top throws in judo and how to adapt them to BJJ. And he actually talked about how he watched the entire I can't remember the Olympics he watched, or was it the World Championships or Masters? I don't know what he watched exactly, which one it was. But he was saying, hey, he wrote down every throw, how it was done. And he's doing the math about him. That is technical right there. Going through.
He understood the mechanics, you can tell. Yeah. If you watched the free videos that they uploaded to the advertisement, this is, in my opinion, someone did ask me about it on Reddit and I responded, I didn't think it was that great. Like, I wouldn't pay for it. If this was like someone selling me a judo video, I wouldn't pay for it, but I could totally see in BJJ, if you're a BJJ player, why you would think it's useful. He knows what he's talking about, but everything that he was teaching you were basic stuff that a white belt would learn by attending judo class. And I just don't think you can learn it through a video in like a few weeks kind of thing. It's something that white belts learn. It takes them a few months to learn it, you know? So just to get the basics down. So.
Well, there's lots of stuff in judo that we talk about that people don't understand. Like I had a friend of mine that watches us. And I don't know if we were talking in judo talk or what we're saying, but they were telling me, it's like, Juan, I couldn't understand. I thought I was a good judo player. And they're an orange belt or green belt in judo. I can't remember what they are exactly. But they were saying, like, I had no idea what you guys are talking about. And I thought I knew judo terms. And you guys are just talking like full Japanese or something. And when you say something like, okay, we have to pull a chikomi, you know, like there's one thing I always say is called the judo two-step when I explain things to people. You know, you come in, sidestep, ball of foot, and you turn from right there. It's 2 steps, 1, 2, and then you turn your body. And if you don't know what you're doing, you get those people that start walking into throws that are like, okay, I'm gonna step in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then move around. It's like, you don't need to move that much. It's just 2 steps and you turn your hip and you're done. And if you don't know that, you're gonna think, oh, I gotta step here, then turn here, turn my body around. And that's something you learn at a class or a really in-depth video about judo. You learn that. So
yeah, you definitely need someone to correct you. So yeah.
So getting back on topic of judo stuff besides that now. So we're talking about the Olympics. And the reason I wanted to talk about the Olympics right there was talk about how, so last year we were supposed to have the Olympics. It got canceled. It got pushed back to this year. So a lot of people were asking, all right, so Olympics being pushed back to this year. What's going to happen to the World Championships for 2001? So everyone that was the world champion for 2019 got to keep the world championships where they actually like they're supposed to. So they thought that they're going to keep the world championship for an extra year also. Nope. Change that, slash that in half. We ain't doing that no more, guys. Because what we're doing is a month later after the Olympics, in September 12th, we're going to have the world championships in, in Budapest. So we're going to have the Judo World Championships on September 12th, plus the week of September 12th, or the weekend of September 12th. We're going to have them in Budapest a month after the Olympics. And that's crazy to me.
Imagine, let's assume the Olympics is actually going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, but imagine this actually going to happen and the World Championships are going to happen. Imagine you being that person that wins both back-to-back for your weight class.
See, that's
some historic shit.
I'm a world champion and Olympic champion in 1 year. And not only just in 1 year, in a month apart, okay?
In a month apart, and it's probably never going to happen again and for a long time.
I hope it never happens again, if it does happen. But here's the thing about it. You think about it, okay? Most people, when they win their gold medal or silver or bronze even, a lot of those people take a year off. Most people take like 6 months to a year off. You know, the thing with Teddy Riner is the last one he won, the last Olympics he won, he took almost 3 years off. People thought that he was retired. People were like, oh, he's done. He hasn't competed in 2.5 years.
He was injured or something like that, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He didn't compete for a while. He was injured or whatnot, but he didn't compete for for 3 years. Yeah. And then he decided, okay, I'm good. I can go out there. I can go out there again. I'm going to do it. And he lost twice, right? During that warm-up time. Yeah, he lost twice.
He lost two tournaments. Yeah, first one was like on round 5 or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah,
and second one was like on the first or second round. It was to it was a Russian guy if I remember correctly. I don't remember.
So look at Teddy Riner right there. One of the best in the world, one of the best of all time. 10-time world champion, 2-time Olympic champion. Takes off 3 years. All right. So, do you think Teddy Riner, if he gets to the Olympics, wins gold again like he's favored to, do you think he's going to compete a month afterwards for the World Championships?
I don't know. Also, I don't know if he's favored to win gold anymore ever since those two things happened.
Well, the reason I say that is because we're going to talk about this later, is that at the World Masters, and not the World Master for the old men, for the old men and women.
Yeah. So for those who are confused, Masters is like the top 26 in the world tournament. veterans is like what most people think of as masters. It's like 30 and over, age 30 and over. So
we had to change that in judo because people were getting too confused about it. And we're still explaining it to people like 4 years later. But so last month at the World Masters, he came back. He took first. He took gold again, but he won his gold place out of Shido's. He Shido'd the guy out. So I don't know if that looks that good. I heard he did really well in the tournament. I didn't get to watch all of it, but he won his gold with Shido's.
To be fair, a lot of the high level judo has been like that recently. The rules, it's just how it is.
Yeah. So that's what I think they make favored again to get gold because, he had those 2 bumps in the road right there. He lost his 2 matches, got more dedicated, hopefully. And it's hard to get rounds in.
Did you see him though? He lost a lot of weight.
Did he? He still looked big to me.
He's still big, but he looks a lot more fit than just huge now.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah. So that had something to do with him winning. It was getting back into shape.
Yeah, of course. That always, dude. Judo shape is so hard to get into. You have to do rondori, you have to get your rounds in, you have to get a chikomi in. Running, biking, lifting weights is nothing. Swimming, it's great.
Supplementary, but it's not going to make up for it. Yeah.
Nothing's gonna make up for going out on the mat and having someone trying to kill you and you defend yourself. So that's why I was thinking that, he took first at the World Masters. He's getting back into it. To me, again, he's favored to get first place. Let's see if it happens, if he gets gold at the Olympics. But that brings up the question, a month later, is he going to go to the World Championships?
Yep.
Will anybody do that? Or is anybody going to be like, nah, fuck it, I got my gold, I got my silver, I got my bronze?
I think Johnny will do it.
Johnny, is he listening right now? Johnny, if you're out there right now, okay, we are going to, what are we going to? We are going to Budapest, all right?
He mentioned to me he just had to win 1 round of something to be qualified for the Olympics. Because before the shutdown happened, he was actually planning on going to the Paris Grand Slam and test his luck. If he gets that 1 round, he said he's going to the Olympics. So
that'd be great for him. Dude, I would try to fight your heart out if you're going to do you got to fight your heart out, go out there, fight as much as you can. But if the other guy gets the Shido, just run around. Just run around and keep running. So that's the one thing I want to talk about was that. So let's talk about the big tournament. Let's talk about what happened at the Masters. So did you watch all the Masters?
I watched day 1 and day 2, and I was supposed to save day 3 to watch with my friends, but we haven't gotten to it yet. So I guess I'm about to get spoiled by you, but.
No, I want to talk about some good matches. I'm not going to go through everything. Let's go through every single match that happened this tournament. All right. No, I watched all 3 days. They're great matches that happened. Just talk about some of the things that I liked, talk about things that you liked. I know one thing that I was very surprised about, and I don't know if I should be surprised or not, but I was a little bit surprised at how well the Netherlands did.
Oh yeah.
They had so many people in the bronze round matches. They had so many people.
They are so underrated.
I was so surprised. I don't know if I should be or not. They always do well, but I don't know if it's just because it was a mass or just wow, look how many people they have out there. And they had at least 2 matches, I believe, where it was 2 Netherlands people fighting for bronze, or there had 2 matches of 2 Netherlands people fighting for bronze. And the way Neil Adams put it is that this was kind of like their dual meets to see who was in good Olympics. Whoever won these 2 rounds are most likely were the ones they're going to send there.
The girls fighting? Are you talking about that match? Yeah.
Yeah, it was the girls one, and there was one with was it a guys one? I think the other one was.
I think there was a guys. I don't think there was a men's matchup where they fought each other.
Was it? Okay, there might have been the 2 women's then, but I was really surprised at how well the Netherlands did. Yeah. The Japanese women look great as always. Their newaza looks amazing. I don't know what about Japanese women's newaza. It's just they're just so good at it, and they're so good at just continuing. They go for tachiwaza, then continue to newaza. They get these pins and they hold people down, and people don't expect it. And I don't know what they don't expect by. What's going to happen if you go to the ground with them. Yeah,
I think I mentioned it in one of the previous episodes, but when I went to watch the Kodokan practice on a Wednesday, which is the hard day. I went 2 days in a row. Once was for the men's practice, and once was for the women's. And the men's, they don't really do that much newaza, but the women's, they did a lot of newaza from warm up all the way to randori. They just did a lot of newaza. But that kind of shows just why is there such a gap there? You know, like I don't, just different approaches by different head coaches, maybe.
Maybe, you know, it's how a lot of coaches, a lot of coaches think about the ippon. So you just focus on the throws. Don't focus on the newaza, just focus on throws. But to me, if you get caught in a newaza situation and you can't get out of a pin, or you get put into a joint lock or something, you're screwed. You got to do both. You got to do both sides, in my opinion. I know a lot of people just like think about the tachiwaza, think about the ippon, and that's it. And I think that's one of the worst things about judo out there that people do. So stupid. So, okay. So one thing that I thought was very interesting to talk about newaza again is that the first two women matches, both finished with newaza, which I thought was really cool. That's trying to showing judo's well-roundedness. The first match was won by this Ukrainian woman, that one with the triangle pin, which is awesome because you don't see that happen that often.
You're not talking about Daria, right?
Yes.
I'm like triangle Ukraine. It has to be Daria.
Yeah, I know. I look at my notes. I wrote my notes really fast when I was doing it because I didn't plan on doing this. So I rewatched a lot of stuff over again to talk about it. But yeah, she always wins by triangle pin all the time. But it's just so cool to see it.
She moved back down to weight class.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last tournament she moved up weight class, and this time she moved back down. So
I didn't even notice that. Just seeing her just fight. Yeah. So
she got bronze, I think, if I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got bronze at the last tournament or this one? I
can't remember.
But I know she got bronze at the World Masters.
Okay. Yeah. That's the one. And then she kind of got screwed. I'm not going to lie. she got screwed over. If you go watch her match that dropped her to the bronze medal match, it was a really bad call. That's one of the things I want to say was I saw a lot of bad calls this tournament, and I understand if you're a ref and it's hard to be a ref, but when you have video replay and they do a video replay and they keep the call, it's like, come on, man, like.
Well, okay, you want to talk about someone that got screwed? I'm not saying someone got screwed. I'm just saying the rules are played. I don't know how to say because I don't want to make anybody mad. Okay, so it was a men's match, and it was God, who was it? God, I can't.
Are you talking about the armbar throw?
Yes, I was talking about armbar. It's a Japanese
Hashimoto
guy. Yes, Hashimoto. That's what it was. Hashimoto versus An. Yeah,
it was
On the entire time. On. I don't know how do you say his name. How do you say his name correctly, Anthony?
There's two Ons. That's why I can't remember which On it was. It was On Ball or Chang'an Ren. I can't remember which one.
But okay, so On the entire time does I know he definitely does two throws with the arm bar, okay? And then there was one where he goes to the ground with them, and they've already said mate, the match is done, and he's continuing to wrench the arm, okay, trying to force the throw. And it's already, he already knows, like, come on, you have to know that's your second attempt. That's not going to count for anything. So he's really wrenching on Hashimoto's arm at that point. And Hashimoto's arm's messed up. You can see that he's trying to shake it out and stuff. They continue to golden score. The match is really good and stuff, but On's really pissing me off because he's doing these straight arm techniques. And Neil Adams is calling it, and I don't remember if they gave him I don't think they gave him, maybe they gave him one Shido for it. I can't remember exactly. But then Hashimoto goes for an armbar throw, and it wasn't even an armbar because the arm wasn't.
That's what he was known for, the one arm sort of shurikomigoshi. And
yeah, but it was. Here's the thing to me. This is to me. The arm was bent. We went for the throw. It didn't become straight until he finished it, and On was straight on his belly, and he was going for almost like
really
like a straight arm bar.
I'm watching it right now, and to me, I remember seeing this because it was posted on Reddit. To me, it straightened up like midway through, so it was during the throw that it went straight. So I think it was. I think it was
during the throw.
Sense.
Okay, to you it makes sense. So during the throw, to me, when he entered it, it was bent and it was around the body. Or during the throw, it goes straight, and then he goes into throw. The guy lands on his belly, still On lands on his belly, and then he gets Hansakomaki for it. Even though On did it 3 times during the match, or 2 times during the match, and then when he tried to force the Kimura kind of like.
I can see what you're saying. Yeah, it's a very gray area, definitely.
So to me, that's one of the matches I did watch in the finals that got me mad. I got super mad, but I was like, really? This guy did it 3 times, no Shidos for him on it. He does one bad.
They both do those throw. They both do that throw though. That's their throw.
Yeah.
But people have been saying it for years. Like that throw is just a risky throw. Like it's easy to do it when you practice. It's hard to do when you have someone resisting. It's dangerous. And I've had people ask me how to do that throw before, and I'm like, trust me, you don't want to do it. And they're like, but Hashimoto does it. I'm like,
but you ain't Hashimoto, okay? It's that like, simple.
You're gonna break someone's arm doing that. Is what I said. But people still want to learn it. So, which kind of reminds me of how have you seen how Hifumi Abe does his Seoi Nage?
No. Well, I probably have seen it, but I don't remember right now off the top of my head.
His shoulder goes all the way back like that. And I was watching a Japanese show where he was interviewing him, and they showed how abnormal his right shoulder is, and it bends all. It's just really abnormally either double jointed or flexible. And they've actually seen an increased amount of shoulder injuries from kids trying to emulate what he does. And it's like, you're not Abe. Stop trying
to do him.
And there's someone in our dojo who does the throws that way too. And I'm not going to mention who it is, though you probably know. I've said it many times, don't do it like that. You're going to break your shoulder if it's someone's resisting, and he still does it that way.
Well, most people are going to continue so they see someone else do it. They see a world champion, they see a great person do it. They want to emulate them, and they're not going to stop doing it until they get hurt themselves. And even when they do get hurt themselves, they'll be like, oh, I must have done something wrong about doing it.
No, that's when they blame judo. Oh, judo is a hard sport. Like you can only do it if you're young. Like it's just people doing stupid stuff. So.
Okay. Did you watch, there's another great match that I really enjoyed. Did you watch Yoshida?
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah. Okay.
There was a point where she was going to get thrown, and she does this in the air cartwheel.
I saw that. Looked
freaking amazing. Well, I had to rewatch I was like, back, holy shit, back, holy shit. That was amazing. I was like, boom, mine was blown when that happened. When she did, I was like, she has to win this match now. She has to win. If she avoided that throw, that cartwheel, she got this match. If someone did that to me, I'd be like, I'm done. Game over. That was my best throw, and they did this freaking crazy Matrix cartwheel out of it.
Don't
try that at home. Don't try it on Conky. Don't try it at home. What did she win with? What did I write down? She won with a pin. Yeah. And that was another long match too. That was another thing. So many matches went to golden score. Like,
that's what happens when the caliber is that high, though.
And I ain't talking about like 2-minute, 3-minute golden scores. They're going like 5-minute golden scores, 6-minute golden scores and stuff. Like, God, it is so tiring.
So people always remember like the big names, but I find it more amazing that there are a few people who don't necessarily always get gold, but they consistently make it to the medal matches. Always, you always see them in the final block. And I think consistency is sometimes like better than, well, from a recreational point of view and not someone, obviously, if I was a competitor, I'd either win gold or nothing, right? But from a recreational point of view, I prefer to be consistent than have one really good day and then like a bunch of bad days. So I find it amazing that there's a lot of underrated people who most people have never heard of. Like there's some Mongolian lady, Mongbat. She's like pretty up there. She's pretty up there in age.
She did third place. Now she won her third place match with a pin. With an armbar. I think she won with an armbar.
She's great in Nawaza too. So if you go back to every single competition she fought at, actually, I'll look it up later. She's like been in the final block almost every single time. And I think that's, especially for her age, she's like coming to the end of her career, I think. And that's still amazing that you're still able to do that. So I'm able to appreciate that.
There's an old saying I used to say to myself, it's like, I hate being a second place princess. Because there's so many times you get to the finals and you just lose. You're second place, third place, second place. I'm tired of being a second place princess already, you know? Always a bridesmaid, never the bride. But with you talking about people that you don't normally see, there was a lot of new countries, but countries you don't really normally see in the finals fighting. There was a guy from Taiwan. You know, I've seen him before.
Taiwan's level's been going up because they train with the Japanese now. That's
great for them. I was really happy to see him fighting for gold. I think he took silver. I was very happy with this Taiwanese guy. There was an Australian girl that was her very first time being in the medals match. And I think it was one of the first Australian. I can't remember if it was the first Australian or the first they said in a while. But again, I haven't seen an Australian in a medals match in a long time. There was her and there was two other women. What was the other, where are the two women from? What was that country? It was, hold on, let me see if I wrote in my notes. Cameroon and Tunisia, that's what it was. So there's two, and they fought each other. Did they fight each other? I think they did. But it was like, those are four countries you never see in the finals that often, if ever. Like Tunisia, you might see every now and then. You'll see like a lighter weight male or female sometimes. But that's another one you don't see a lot of. The Taiwanese guy I was really happy for. The Australian girl I was happy for. And the one from, what was that third country? Cameroon. You never see them in the finals. That was my first time ever seeing someone from Cameroon in the finals. But sadly for us Americans, there is no Americans in the final.
I can't remember whose interview I was listening to. I think it was Jimmy Pedro. Either that or someone else. And he's saying like all these other countries are dumping money or like have even the smaller countries. It's not necessarily money. It's just support in some way or another. They're developing a judo program and all their athletes around the world is like increasing in level and we're being left behind. Like us, the USA is being left behind.
We're very much in America, we're very much a recreational sport, you know? I think even Taekwondo and karate get more support than we do. Like we're just seen as a recreational thing to do on the side. You're not, it's like judo's an Olympic sport, but it's not treated like an Olympic sport.
Yeah. I don't know how we're going to catch up. Let's just put it that way. In another, if the trend continues, it's going to be really hard.
It's going to be tough no matter what. It's just, I have no idea, man. I'm trying to say like, oh, well, we take people from wrestling or maybe we take people from.
Well, we're going to have to do a candidate with Krista Taguchi and just start taking immigrants in, you know.
Just start adopting good judo players from other countries.
Well, you know how Mongolia took in Saeed Malad, and we should have took him in. I think
we should have took him, brought to America. Hey, want to come to America? You can live in Los Angeles, New York. You know, great areas.
He basically was a refugee for his country because they wouldn't let him compete against the Israeli athletes. So now he's fighting for Mongolia. So Mongolia has a huge, like if you win a medal as an Olympic athlete, if you win a medal, you get a salary for the rest of your life.
From Mongolia?
Like, Mongolia.
Damn. I know some countries do that. Like they'll pay you to get gold medals. Do we do that in America? Do we pay our gold medal people? Do we? I don't know. I have that question. No. I know there's like these small, I can't remember, I think it was the last Olympics. There's a small African country that was like, if you win a gold medal for us, you don't have to work the rest of your life.
If I remember correctly, I've read somewhere that they gave Ronda Rousey like $600 or something for winning Olympic medal.
For winning bronze.
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember. It was something pretty.
Someone asked Kayla Harris for me. Ms. Harris, did you get money from America when you got your gold medal?
Right.
There was another match that tired me watching it. It was a heavyweight match, and it was between a guy from the Netherlands and a Russian guy, and they were fighting for bronze. And these guys, the first 4 minutes, and they went into overtime, but the first 4 minutes, they're dripping sweat. They're hunched over. They're breathing hard. Like they just.
You said it was day 3, right?
Yeah, day 3.
So it has to be heavyweight, the heavier people.
Yeah, no, it was plus 100. It was plus 100 kilo. No, it was some 60 kilo guys there. No, it was day 3. This Russian guy, the guy from the Netherlands, fighting for bronze, and they were just dying on the mat. Like, there was just the first 4 minutes, they're just dead. And then they go into overtime, and I think I can't remember if they went just under 5 or just over 5. But finally, I think it was a Netherlands guy. The guy from the Netherlands won. I can't remember how he won or not, whatnot. But those guys just like, they're like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They won. And the Netherlands guy got off the mat and just laid on the floor. He just collapsed on the floor and was like, I'm coming. I'm having a heart attack. I'm coming.
That was me on my first judo tournament. I was like in a corner, like about to pass out.
That's the worst. When you gas out during a judo match, I've had that happen to me before. And I was actually fighting a friend of mine. I'm from Hollywood. He was from Sawtell at the time. And we're having a match. And I didn't know it was so bad out of shape. I thought I was fine in shape. I didn't think it was that bad. But that first match with him, I was dying. I was actually laid on the mat. And the ref goes, get up. Yep. Get up. And I just look at the ref like, I'm having a heart attack here, sir. Can you give me a second? He's like, get up. And I'm just fighting still. And I lose the match because I'm just gassed. Yeah. And it was funny because Eric, Latino Eric, after the match, he was like, yeah, Juan, I thought I was going to have to carry you off the mat or something. Like, I thought you're dead out there. I thought we're going to have to drag you. And I was just like, I felt like it. There's no worse feeling than being gassed in a judo match. And I think it was like one of the first matches of the day I had. I was done for the day. Like there's nothing left.
Yeah, for me, it was it's your anxiousness and then like your fight or flight instincts for your first judo match. You don't know what the hell's happening, and you just automatically 50% of your stamina is just cut off. So
your hit meter, as soon as you grab up, your hit meter just goes halfway down. But yeah, when these guys fought, it was just like they were just dead at the time, and I got tired just watching them fight. And I was looking at clocks like, oh man, how long has this match been going? 3 minutes. 3 minutes is still in regulation time.
It makes you wonder how that 20-something minute match went with Abe and Maruyama. That's nuts, their cardio.
That's crazy just thinking about that. But they're also lighter weight guys.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true.
We're talking about plus heavies, all right? We're talking about plus 100 kilo guys. Was there any other matches that you like that you really want to talk about?
No, I need to rewatch it. It's been a while, and I still need to watch day 3. But I do want to ask you, since a lot of people have been talking about it, who do you think the Krista Deguchi and Klimke match? It's going to be fought behind closed doors, but who do you think is going to win?
To me, either or. I don't know. I don't know them each. I don't know them well enough or watch enough of their matches to know them.
Klimke's never beaten Deguchi on the international circuit. Yeah. Oh, so okay. I don't even know why it's up for debate when, like.
To be fair, I don't know.
And I mean, Klimke's never been a world champion either. So like, why is this a thing? So
well, okay. So this is for the Canadian spot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe in Canada, they're going to put all their number 1 and 2s fight each other and see who wins. Like I was saying, any given Sunday, that would be fair to do, or their points are closer.
It's just it's just for them. They're just doing it just for them. Yeah, it's just for them.
Are they close in points then? Like, do they have enough? Like, are they close to international points?
I don't know about points, but I think Deguchi just came in randomly and took the spot from her because she changed countries. Deguchi used to be Japanese, and then she changed to the Canadian team, and she had to wait for a while. And then once she started competing, she was just like kicking butt. Yeah, but
damn, we should have got her to America. Shit.
No, it's because her dad was Canadian, I think, so she was allowed to do that. But they're putting up her fight when it's clear when you have one person that beat the other one like 5 to 7 times undefeated, and she's world champion. And Deguchi, I mean, I'm kind of biased because I like her. She's my favorite. She's my favorite women judoka, and she just has a lot more technique that you can use. You see her winning with all sorts of stuff, and even Nawaza. And Klimke is just like spamming drop Seoi Otoshi just over and over again and trying to sheet. If it doesn't work, then she tries to Shido out the other person by spamming attacks, the same attack. I have rarely ever seen her do anything else to win. So
it could be that because she's part of the team longer. It could be that her manager negotiated it. It could be that her coach fought for it to be like, hey, at least give her a shot. I have no problem with it. I actually like stuff like this. I like number 1 and 2 are fighting for the position.
I actually don't think Klimke would win a gold medal is what I'm thinking. That's what I'm saying.
So you're just straight thinking, what's the best opponent? Like, you're not thinking what's fair. You're thinking like, okay, how are we going to get a medal for Canada?
Yeah. If I'm talking, okay. I mean, for both, I think it doesn't make sense to have a match on it when the other person's clearly better, but
all right. So
anything can happen.
If you hear this, Anthony's saying that he thinks that you suck.
Well, at least it's going to be best of 3. I think it's not going to be.
Are they going to do a best of 3? Or
I heard it's going to be best of 3. It's not going to be one match. So
it's be a 1 hour match.
I wish they showed it. I really do. Yeah.
Someone's gonna have their phone out. Someone's gonna be recording it. It's gonna get out somehow. It's gonna be on Twitter or TikTok later. Watch.
They're gonna get banned from the Federation.
It's gonna be on a TikTok video. Music played in the background. Oh man.
I think we had another topic we want to talk about, right? But we went on longer than I expected on those matches. I think this is.
Just talking about the matches is fun enough right there. Yeah. You want to talk anything else about the matches? Anything about the tournament or upcoming tournaments?
Is there an upcoming tournament?
No, because there's supposed to be Paris Grand Prix usually at this time, but it ain't happening.
Yeah, they got canceled again, huh?
Yeah.
No, I think we're good.
All right. So please, everybody, like, share, subscribe. If you like our stuff, follow us on YouTube. You can also follow us on Instagram now. You can follow me at @Jerry_Juan. You can follow Anthony at Anthony Throws. That's our Instagram handles. You can also follow us on Tatami Talk on Instagram. We're available on all the major all the major podcast sites and stuff.
Yep.
And what's our email, Anthony?
TatamiTalk@gmail.com.
All right, it's that simple. All right. All right, do you have anything left to say?
Nope. Have a happy Lunar New Year and stay safe.
All right, don't hate fat joy.
Yep, don't hate fat joy.